What is going on, guys? It is Fortis here. I hope you're staying safe out there. We're currently in the second wave of a pandemic. It is October, but next week we do have the new season of Discovery hitting TV. So we're looking forward to that. In today's video, we're talking about a couple of subjects, most notably the roadmap, the 2020-2021 roadmap, and of course the latest PvP event, which a lot of people disliked. It was pretty crazy, so stay tuned for that in this video. Check it out. Here we go. Okay, so first of all, we have to talk about the latest PvP event which occurred this week. So this PvP event was pretty intense and it occurred yesterday. And basically what it meant was that players could go out into the galaxy and take on any ship, and in doing so they would get points. So you got a number of points for different ships, and obviously you have more points for killing different ships. So basically what we had this week was this one day of PvP, and basically no one could complete these dailies, which is pretty intense. No one could complete any of these dailies because everyone was killing PvP ships. A lot of players were very angry about this, and there's a lot of frustration. Obviously, you know, the pros to this, you get a lot of prizes if you win, especially like if you're in the top 3 alliances. As I've always said in previous videos, you've got to be in the top 3 alliances to have meaningful rewards during these events. And obviously the cons of this event is, you know, people really couldn't complete dailies. People were complaining that they couldn't get the prizes that they wanted, and it was a pretty intense day. Like, you know, we were seeing entire systems empty. You know, none of these systems were full. Of course, now it's a different case. People are here, people are fighting again, but basically ROE just went out the window, and this is something which I think the developers never really intended for the development of ROE, rules of engagement on servers. I don't think players really understood that the developers didn't really want rules of engagement on any server. So the fact, because I don't know if you remember from the early days that people, there used to be PvP events almost every single day. It was crazy during those days, and then a lot of people complained, and then they started adding less PvP events. But I don't know. I mean, it definitely appeases the whales and the dolphins having these PvP events, but whether or not it actually works still stands to reason. Also, during this arc, we had flash events. Now, these flash events are kind of tied into the Call of the Empire, and they call upon the player to defeat these Klingons. So basically you have all of these events which are happening, and it's pretty intense. You have to go into these anomaly systems and kill these Klingons. So it's pretty good. The prizes are pretty good, but you really don't know when these events are going to happen. And, you know, you'll get a notification, or, you know, a lot of people are not getting the notification. And then you go into these systems with your ship and you kill these Klingon ships. And by the way, these Klingon ships are pretty friggin' awesome. Like, I think they should introduce these ships into the game as actual ships which you can build, because having these, they look incredible. By the way, these are from the Discovery show for those who really love the Klingons, and that is coming back next week, so looking forward to that. But yes, the flash events, people, I don't know, people love these events, but they don't love the fact that they just randomly appear seemingly. I mean, yes, they do appear at the top of every hour, but, you know, are people really expected to log in and check at the top of every hour when these events are going to happen? I don't think they should. But that is just me. That is just my opinion. I would love for your guys' opinion on this, what they should do about these new flash events, because the rewards are pretty good. You get some pretty decent rewards, but the fact that you have to log in like every hour is pretty, I don't know, it's not great. Okay, so now I want to talk about the roadmap, and this was introduced in another video on my channel, but basically what is happening with this roadmap is we have a whole bunch of cool and exciting news, which is happening in 2020 and of course 2021. So we have territory capture, which is coming to Fleet Command. And we've seen this in a lot of mobile games, this kind of territory capture, but nothing on the scale which Fleet Command is bringing to us. So the fact that we'll have all of these new systems potentially, and the fact that you'll be able to capture all of these new systems with your alliance, and don't forget about that alliance buff, which you'll be able to receive once you capture these systems, such as new mining buffs, speed up buffs. So this is going to be an incredibly new element to the game. And I think that it's really going to kind of utilize, kind of reinvigorate what people think of Star Trek Fleet Command. You know, this isn't a game where you just log in, do your dailies and log out anymore. This is a game which you have multiple paths to take, whether you're going to be doing territory capture, whether you're going to be doing your dailies, your swarms, PvP. This is really a game where you can choose your faction and of course choose different paths to follow. And this is really something which I think is going to kind of bring players back to Star Trek Fleet Command, which I'm really excited about. And more things which they're bringing through this update in 2021 is of course the personalized starship. So the fact that you'll be able to have a enterprise, so you'll be able to build your standard enterprise, but it won't just be an enterprise, it'll be based on the skin. You'll be able to have an enterprise from basically the TNG area, TNG. So this is incredible. And I think that, you know, a lot of people love the Kelvin universe. Even more people do not love the Kelvin universe. So the fact that you'll be able to change this enterprise skin out is really going to bring, you know, even more people back to the game. And the same goes for the Klingon ships too. The fact that you'll be able to change the Klingon and the Romulan ships is really going to be pretty cool. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to these skins, which are coming as well. Also the fact that the new updates are going to bring a second builder. This is something which players have been asking for a long time, and the developers haven't really delivered on this, but it is something which they're working on, a second, third builder, so we can build multiple things. Hopefully we'll be able to have a second repair unit for ships. This is something which I think they should really bring first. Maybe bring the second repair builder before you, the second repair ship builder before you bring the second building builder. So this is something which I think they should bring. But other things, they have new missions. Last online status, I'm really looking forward to this because a lot of people really don't know how active their alliance is. And at least with this last online status, you will be able to know. So this is something which I'm really looking forward to. And of course, you know, more content on the way. So again, the fact that they're bringing out the Discovery arc is really cool. And they have more arcs planned. I have seen the plans. I know what they are. Can't tell you yet, but it is really incredible what they're doing in the game. So yeah, I mean, that is the roadmap for 2020 and 2021, which they'll be bringing to Fleet Command pretty soon now, pretty soon. Okay, so I'm not going to spoil it for anyone. I hope I'm not spoiling it for anyone. But for those who have not seen Lower Decks, I highly suggest you turn off now the Star Trek animated series, because Lower Decks is really bringing something new to Star Trek, and hopefully something new to Star Trek Fleet Command. What am I talking about here? I am talking about the new ships that we see in the show. So the fact that in the last episode of season 1, we saw the USS Titan. Now, the USS Titan is currently not here yet, but I'm really hoping they bring the USS Titan to Star Trek Fleet Command. I think it'll appear like probably just after the USS Enterprise, right here in this gap. And I think the USS Titan will be an incredible ship. It looks kind of similar to the Mayflower in a way, kind of souped up Mayflower. But the USS Titan is incredibly powerful, and I think that they'll be bringing it to Fleet Command pretty soon. Really loved it in Lower Decks, and it's an incredible ship, which I think we'll see more of in the Star Trek show, and hopefully in Star Trek Fleet Command. All right, guys, that is it for now. Hope you have enjoyed this video. Thank you for liking and subscribing to my content. As I said before, it is October now. We are in the second wave of the pandemic. So don't forget to, of course, stay safe out there. And as always, like, comment, and share. All right, see you guys. Hope you have a good one. See ya.